This is a demonstration of Treasure Finder. This is my second game. Okay, to start off, you enter a username. And it takes you to the gameplay screen. And there's your ID, your user ID that you enter. Then you press start and then create room. Okay, I'm controlling the sphere, which is the main game object, which is the player game object, with my device, with a pad, a tablet. And the object of the game is to try to get to the treasure. And whenever you hit an object that's not treasure, you get that explosion image comes up. And the cubes are supposed to be the treasure, the items that are treasure, and the items that are not treasure. And you can also chat. This is a multiplayer game. So you enter in your ID, your chat ID, whatever you want your chat ID to be, and enter your message there and press send. And your message is right there in the blue, along with your chat ID. And you control the player object by accelerometer. And also, there's a compass, but my device doesn't have a gyroscope. The compass incorporates the gyroscope. Trying to find it. Here it is. I'm going to turn this script on so you can see that's what comes up on devices that have a gyroscope, and also a compass. The compass image comes up as well. And there's the GPS right there. That's for the GPS. I don't have the location sensors turned on. If you collect 7 or more treasure cubes, you win the game. I've gone way away from the cubes. here's some of the scripts. This is the GPS script. The GPS is sent across the network as a message to the server. This is the message class. And if you're on an Android device, this is the enabler that asks for permission to get the location data. And this sends the GPS location across the network as a message. And this is for the first scene when you're entering your user ID. And I'm using PubNub as a backend for the multiplayer functionality. This is the chat script that uses PubNub. And this sends the message when the player presses the send button. It publishes the message as a JSON object. And this is the restart panel when you've collected a certain amount of cubes that aren't treasure. It takes you to the restart panel and you have to restart the game. And this is the script that's attached to the player that moves the player with the accelerometer. And this is the script for the gyroscope. Not all devices have a gyroscope, and mine doesn't have one, so I had to manually turn the script on during the demonstration. So you can see what comes up. This came up, the GUI labels that has the device's width and screen orientation. And also a compass is supposed to come up if your device has a gyroscope sensor. The gyroscope, the compass interacts with the gyroscope. The compass points in the direction that the player is going. And it pulls its information from the gyroscope. And this script displays the score, how many treasure items you collect. If the player hits a cube that's tagged treasure, it adds 1 point. And if your score is over 7, if you collect 7 cubes that are treasure, you win the game. And this connects to the back end, the PubNub back end. And this script is for the multiplayer functionality. It connects to Unet. It adds the player to the scene once the player hits the create room button. Connects to the local host IP address. Sets up the server. That's all.